Just do it, Holden.
Wait, look, every time something falls down, it's always my fault. It's always my fault.
I think it just wasn't clear.
I was like 30 feet away, and like upstairs.
Well, yeah, because you were in the area. Yeah, it's gonna have to be just pre-screwed on to that position.
Anyway, so E3 happened.
It did, but there's more important things to talk about.
Like resetting up this microphone.
Like resetting up this
Where
microphone.
the fuck am I gonna put this coffee? That's a challenge within itself now, isn't it?
It is.
You hold it in your hands because it's nice and toasty.
It's kind of toasty. We poured enough in it that it's cold. We ain't fucking around waiting for this coffee to get cold. Anyways,
fine. I guess I'll fucking hold it.
Yeah. For the moment. For the start.
You hear all that fucking clicking?
You hear that fucking clicking? It's Cookie Clicker. I have almost beaten Cookie Clicker.
James's favorite idle game.
I have without a doubt put more hours into Cookie Clicker than I have into any single other video game.
Like, what's a second?
Not even a second.
Yeah.
Morrowind.
Oh yeah, Morrowind. Yeah.
Morrowind, I have like 300 hours in. And then like other than that, it's like Fallout. No, I probably have more in Fallout New Vegas between the Steam and the Xbox 360 than I do have in Morrowind, but I don't know how much I spent on that. So
like on a single game, it would probably be Morrowind.
Yeah. So anyways, we could see what. Okay, because you asked how long have I been playing this. I started this game 30 days ago.
Jesus.
Yep. This run
Oh my god.
started 9 hours ago.
Please help.
So,
what?
Please help. Okay. So will I help, Holden?
Yeah.
So what happens in Cookie Clicker? Sorry, just one moment, or I'll come. Is the goal now is 500? There's no goal, but my goal now is 500 of each building.
Like take the microphone off.
Yeah, it's held.
Okay.
So it's 500 of each building.
How many buildings are there?
It's still wanting to lean.
Yes. So it needs to fit.
And I pushed it as far back as I can go, and then the weight of it's just like, no.
Oh yeah, because put it on.
I'm sorry, I got to go.
Here on the corner. Now Holden. So it's but when you get to.
Screw it in.
Now I need to screw it out so I can put it in more. So when you get to 500 buildings in Cookie Clicker.
I'm holding it.
Okay. A magical thing happens.
You get more cookies than matter in the universe?
I've had more cookies than matter in the universe for a long time now.
Yes, you've been playing Cookie Clicker since what? 2015?
Before then, I started playing Cookie Clicker before I left for college. Back when Cookie Clicker was Cookie Clicker Classic.
Like RuneScape Classic.
The highest building, the most cookies you could get were produced by time machines, which you go back in time and you go back in time to take the cookies that you made. Okay, so let's
Is it good?
No.
What happened? It worked so well for us the last
I
week.
think it's probably because it was.
Maybe it's the PS4 being here. Probably we need to move this over a little bit, and then the weight distribution will be a bit more even. So, Holden, why don't you go ahead and it's already set to 10. Buy 10. Buy 10 temples. And tell me the achievement that read out the achievement that pops up.
Okay.
And you'll understand the magic of Cookie Clicker.
My world's on fire. How about yours?
That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored. That is
All-Star.
Now go around the. Oh no, you'd have to go to stats. So within the stat, as you hit 500 buildings, you hit All-Star Smash Mouth lyrics. And what else is there to achieve?
Yeah. Oh, you got 420 shipment. 420.
Blaze it.
I might. Oh man, you're right. It just isn't fucking working for us right now. We'll deal with this when we switch from using the phone to this official microphone that we have.
From one phone to another.
From one phone to the microphone, which is larger than the phone.
That's a macro phone.
Macro phone.
So
megaphone.
Mega.
Snap.
I think that's something completely different.
So it's achievements for reindeer.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
2.218.
My relative has just.
Undecillion.
Is that like one?
That is okay. So it goes million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, quintillion, sextillion, septillion,
Non-alien?
octillion,
No, non-alien,
nonillion, decillion, undecillion,
So 11.
11, yes. And now, as you can see, I have 1.824 duodecillion.
So 12. Like
12
gajillion zeros.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. A lot. More than you think.
But less than you'd hope.
Less than you'd hope. It's not enough cookies. It's not enough. It's never enough. So we look here, 500 farms. Wait, no, that's not 500 farms. Sharpest tool in the shed. 500 grandmas. The old never bothered me anyway. That's not that. You get
The older go.
The older go.
go and but wait till you get older. 500 factories, break the mold, kill it if you have to. 500 banks, get the show on, get paid. My world's on fire. How about yours? And then there's no more. So
That's the way I like it.
it's not the way I like it. I'd rather be bored.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what Cookie Clicker does, and this is kind of like how Pat once described Warframe, where there's a mission 120 hours into Warframe, he says, that only works because you've put 120 hours into the game. And so, Cookie Clicker, over the course of these past 30 days, has made me an all-star.
Huh.
Hey now,
You're
I'm
an
an all-star.
They get to go on, get the show on, get paid.
Hey now, I'm a rock star.
Oh shit. That
Remember
was,
when
that
everyone
was,
would mishear it and was that they've heard it as get laid?
No,
I'm pretty sure it is. Oh yeah, no.
I did
That, but even worse to people who are like Meteor Man. What the fuck's a Meteor Man? Actually, the Meteor Man is the superhero in. Who directed Meteor Man?
James wrote a paper about this.
I did. I wrote a paper about Meteor Man was in it. It was my senior thesis.
It was about masculinity in the black community.
Yes. It was very nice.
It was a good paper.
One of them was
Speaking about the black community, I just got texted that Aaron McGruder is announcing a reboot of the Boondocks. From what I hear
really?
from what I was texted.
That's nice.
It was for a modern day, apparently.
For a modern day?
Yeah, for a modern time. Our
Modern problems require modern solutions.
So
Chappelle show. Cause fuck 'em, that's why. fucking pop copy, that's the best. It's just like yeah. Why do we hate our customers? Cause fuck 'em, that's why.
Modern problems require modern solutions, but I'll be honest with you, Chief. Nothing's going to fix. I'll be honest with you, Prime Minister
Shinzo Abe, 54 Prime Minister of Japan.
Hold on, let me
Nothing's
find
going to fix Japan's declining birth rate.
No, let me find it. I sent it out, let me find it.
I'm gonna be real with you, 54th
Prime Minister of Japan.
Shinzo Abe. Ain't nothing gonna fix Japan's declining birth rate. Wait.
Got fucking
Birth weight?
Birth weight.
But fucking Kermit.
Kermit, yeah.
Here it is. I'm gonna keep it real with you, 57th Prime Minister of Japan, Shinzo Abe. Ain't nobody solving that declining birth rate.
Thank you, Kermit the Frog.
Did I send that?
Prophet the Frog.
No, I sent that.
Oh, that's right.
I put that up.
Yeah.
I found it on
I sent it to
Twitter.
another Discord, that's what I did.
I found it on Twitter first and then I sent it. I said, this is relevant to our interests.
So,
Japan's declining birth rate.
Yes.
Clearly.
yes.
And
So,
the Prime Minister's wacky attempts to try to solve it.
And how they hate, people that are Japanese.
please, fuck our. I just want them to go out and say, please, just fuck each other.
Please.
Do what comes
No, they do.
natural.
No, they do.
I just
They
don't
just don't want kids. In other
Yeah,
words,
they don't
fuck
want
them kids.
Yeah, because who wants kids? Kids are a terrible idea right now.
I don't want to
The
open
world's on
immigration.
fire. How about theirs? It's not the way. We didn't sign up to be born in this world on fire.
I didn't. But no, he's more like
We didn't start this fire.
I
We
don't.
didn't start this fire.
No, he's more like I don't want to open up immigration. Please, God, don't let me do that.
If you don't start having babies, we're gonna have
I want
to start
to
importing
be
people.
racist still.
We're not.
He's saying close the country. Stop having it be open.
The robots are not coming along fast enough for you guys to just ignore this.
Don't forget, they Shido was supposedly based off of Abe in Persona 5.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
That's a Persona 5 is one goddamn what's the term?
Political.
Not political, but also like a radically political, like anti-establishment. What's
Anarchist?
the word?
Fuck them adults.
Fuck them. Yeah, Persona 5 is radically fuck them adults. It is radically like
Fuck those adults and
Fuck
fuck
the boomers.
society's
Yeah.
constant apathy towards
Yeah.
people who in dire need.
But what is the actual message of Persona 5?
Reindeer.
Reindeer. Who am I killing this time for cookies? Dasher. Dasher's dead. He exploded into two unsealing cookies.
But
So it's
yeah.
yes. Brain, why? This is gonna be happening all podcast.
It's
What were we just talking about?
what was Persona 5 really about?
Yeah, Persona 5. The message of Persona 5 is let the past go. Kill it if you have to.
That's just the Last Jedi.
Yeah, because okay, I'll
The
give
sacred
it-
texts.
I'll move on to this in a moment, but there is a ton of media in the past decade that is dedicated to telling us that we need to move on. We need to evolve.
Yeah, Star
we are
Wars
stuck
fans.
in the past. The chains. We are chained to the modes of operation. We are. What is it? Yeah. We are laborers chained to the economic superstructure.
You have nothing left to lose but your chains.
Yes, and those chains.
Kylo Ren.
What is it, the chains represent the metaphorical modes of production that don't keep up with how much it produces. So it's we're all still working as if we live in the Industrial Revolution, no, we're all still working as if we're still living in peasant times where you had to work on the farm almost all year round.
See, I'm a firm believer in Marxism, Baderism. Thank you.
Marxism, Baderism,
We're
So
practically about to go back to feudalism.
Stalinism. You might not want to read. Would you like to rephrase this?
I don't know, Chief. Peace and order is good, right?
Peace and order is good. How did the Empire achieve peace and order, and for who?
One guy, mass genocide.
One guy, mass genocide.
And you killed a bunch of religious people.
He killed a bunch of religious people. Also, he did the whole only human supremacy.
Yeah. Also, orchestrated the most destructive war in galactic history.
Literally blew up a planet.
Yeah.
Although the
Where are
blowing
you
up
at?
the planet is kind of more akin to the United States dropping the bomb.
Well, Vader didn't do the Clone Wars. That was more Darth Sidious.
Yeah.
So.
You mean Anakin at the time?
Yeah. So, Sidious orchestrated the most destructive conflict in galactic history, which is the Clone Wars.
Alright.
Which is funny, because it was so intense, it was only 2 years long.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
it was like 38 months.
like
or
the
whatever.
American Civil War.
Yeah.
But it's the problem with that
Millions.
that I
died.
like how Red Letter Media points this out. Wait, so Palpatine is manipulated. Palpatine.
Daddy Sheev.
Daddy Sheev.
That's what I call
Papa.
Daddy Sheev is back.
Guess who's coming back?
Papa Palpatine.
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 Tapatio.
Father
Enchilada.
Sidious.
Daddy Sheev.
Vader Sidious.
Vader Sidiousism.
Big. What is it? Big booty juice Palpatine. We'll go with that.
I'm gonna still call him Daddy Sheev. But
No. B.I. I gotta remember. I'll pick it up later. But it's back to what matters.
I was about to
Cookie
ask, what are those abominations on that cookie?
Wrinklers.
What?
They come
Say
in.
that again?
They're just
Wrinklers.
little boys.
No. Say that again. What are they?
Wrinklers.
Spell that.
Wrinklers.
Okay.
They're just little boys.
Yeah. And what they do is
Little dudes.
They terrify me.
they do. They are pretty terrifying. So what
They
is
look
it
like parasites.
They are.
They're just dudes.
So what is it that they originally
Doing what they need to do.
that twitching was originally a bug, but then the creator was just like, actually no, that makes it better.
It's a
What's that?
feature.
It's a feature.
Oh, that's a good segue.
It's a good segue.
That's a good segue.
But I didn't get to talk about my fractal engines, which turn cookies into more cookies.
Okay, do that.
Well, that because I mean, the Cookie Clicker Classic started out. It ended with the Time Machine.
When did it start? When did Cookie Clicker come around?
When the fuck did Cookie? Well, before I entered
Should I
college, so
Should I look that up?
Is there a wiki?
2020 before. I think it started in 2013. There's Cookie Clicker Wiki.
Let me ask.
That makes sense.
When did Cookie Clicker come out?
And then my phone fucking.
August
I can answer
10th,
that.
2013.
Wait, so
August 2013.
yeah,
August 10th.
August
right
10th.
before I entered college.
Wow,
yeah.
10 days before I went to college.
Yeah, yeah. I came in on the Cookie Clicker.
That's when
So, and that at that point,
That's when Holden became a man 2 days earlier than
Yeah,
that.
age 18.
at that point, the Time Machine was the highest one.
Mhm.
Brings cookies from the past before they were even eaten. Then they added the antimatter condenser. Condenses the antimatter in the universe into cookies.
How do you do that? You just do it.
Cookies.
It just happens.
Prisms.
Converts light.
Lights itself into cookies.
So wait, you take photons and you combine it into
Cookies.
Cookies.
So alchemy, but for cookies.
No, we have alchemy labs. Alchemy labs turns gold into cookies. Fuck this worthless gold bullshit. Scientists warn against systematically turning light into cookies. Eventually we'll have all cookies and no light.
But light's not a finite source, is it?
Eventually it
Eventually
is.
it will be.
Yeah. Chance makers. Generates cookies out of thin air through sheer luck. And then of course the fractal engines turns cookies into more cookies.
So it's a matter creator.
Who's Tobias?
It's just what I name it.
You know who Tobias is.
He's
Arrested Development.
Oh yeah, Tobias Fuke.
No, that's not fucking Tobias. Okay, no, we're gonna get this straight right now. Tobias is the guy who gets trapped in the body of a hawk in Animorphs. He's Emo Bird. He's my first crush. Emo Bird.
Emo bird.
Because he's so great. He's like, he comes from an abusive household.
Mhm.
Like his mom, he thinks his mom is dead. Well, that's a spoiler.
I don't know. The series has been out for
It's
so
some
long.
fucking weird alien war shit. Yeah.
Weird alien war shit that is also, what is the term for like anti-establishment, but it's not that. It's like it's talking about
Subversive.
Subversive, yes. Persona 5 is subversive as fuck. Animorphs is subversive as fuck. Animorphs is children's literature that is subversive as all hell. Because I realized at one point Animorphs is just kind of a metaphor for the Vietnam War, except we're the Vietnamese, and the Yerks are the Americans. And
Who's our Ho Chi Minh?
who's our Ho Chi Minh? Jake, of course. Jake the leader. But it's like, Topus comes from this household where his mom died, and it turns out his dad is Elfangor, an Andalite from outer space, who used the morphing cube to trap himself in the body of a human.
The
before
cube.
The cube. Before he went back in. I think he went back in time using the time sphere. I don't care at this point.
The
It's not-
sphere.
The sphere.
Two things that humanity will always go back to: the cube and the sphere.
Which apparently are now intergalactic symbols because those both come from the Andalites. Actually, the time sphere doesn't even come from the Andalites.
Well, I mean, this is basic geometry, I guess. It's universal, I would assume. It's just cube and sphere.
We got cubes, we got spheres, yeah. Yeah.
What's the Earth?
Real
A
big
sphere.
cubes.
And the Earth is a spheroid.
Yeah, it's
We got real
pear-shaped.
big cubes
Pear-shaped.
over here.
Yeah.
It's a little smaller at the top.
Yeah. It's on both sides. It's like a little egg.
Yeah.
Almost an egg. Except not at all.
Though it's large enough not to notice.
It's large enough that it doesn't give a shit.
Oh, speaking of Persona 5, did you get the chance to watch the trailer of P5 Royal?
Yes. Which is actually just the same trailer that the Japanese had, except in English.
Well, all the words are still in Japanese.
Well, yeah. Because they haven't... No, I heard Joker speaking in English.
Well, that's the English dub, but they just dubbed it over the actual Japanese trailer because all the words are still in Japanese.
Wait, so they're
Like
still...
because it's the Japanese game footage being shown, but all the dubbing is English.
Well, yeah, that's how dubs work.
No. It's the dumb people like trying to speak Japanese. That's what I'm imaging from what Free is describing.
I'm
No,
imagining
no.
that like
Like the dumb people are
The
actually
trailer's
trying to
audio
speak
is in
Japanese.
English, but they're just using the Japanese
Okay.
footage.
I was
Still,
imagining like
Either way, you could still watch the same Japanese trailer and just you don't have to know what they're saying, just know what's happening in the gameplay.
My explanation is funnier.
I was imagining that they're still speaking Japanese, and it's just the English dub trying to speak over it.
Kind of like what we do.
Kind of like what, yeah, basically, essentially. I don't actually understand what you're saying. What do we do?
Like what we used to do when we used to play
Reindeer.
games.
It gives me one undecillion cookies. That's fucking nothing right now. That's fucking nothing right now.
It's piss money to me.
Yeah.
Piss money.
Chump change.
Yeah.
I love. I swear, like I think my brother made that up, but I'm not gonna check that because it's too funny. Piss money. That's piss money to me.
I think I'll start peppering that into my conversation today, starting today.
Yeah, no, I've done that too. It was like, yeah, man, that's piss money.
Yeah, I don't got.
It's got
I don't got no piss money.
It's got like this. It's got like how it starts out is piss.
I bought groceries last week using Money Cat's money.
Mm.
Fuck, this is why this is happening. I took money from Money Cat and now I'm punished for it. That's why this is happening.
It's raining.
It's been okay. I work as a pedicab, so I work outside.
It's pouring,
and
and
if
the
it's
old man is
raining-
snoring.
Yeah, and you know what? The old man here is metaphorical for everybody who would normally be paying me, so that I would be able to live life and not have a home that I pay rent for and everything.
In short, James stole a blue orb from some old guy on a mountain, and then he took it to a fucking cavern, and then he waked up a fish. And now the fish is pissed off, and now it's just gonna start raining forever.
Leviathan.
We established this. It was
Hold on.
Lugia is giving us a visit, and he needs to. They need to fuck off.
Hold on. The little nursery rhyme, it's raining, it's pouring. That man died.
He did. The old man, went to bed and hit his head and didn't wake up in the morning. Couldn't wake up in the morning.
So
God, nursery
He woke
rhymes
up
are
dead.
just dead.
yeah, it's like the plague.
Yeah.
Ring around the rosy.
I think that one turned out to be a myth, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Uh,
Or is it not the Black Death? It's more like maybe later, like
Pocket
Spanish
full of
fever?
posies.
maybe yeah.
Probably.
Either that or like one of the later plagues from fucking the 1600s.
Yeah.
Like the one in England, they had a big one in England in the 1600s.
Well, yeah, because Europe had like consistent plagues for
several plagues
hundreds of
every-
years because the Europeans didn't know how to wash their fucking hands.
Apparently they
Wash
forgot.
your ass.
Apparently they forgot.
Apparently
after
they don't know how to
Romans
wash their
collapsed.
legs.
Yeah.
Apparently they don't wash their
Flooding.
legs.
They don't wash their legs. They had a bath like nobles would have baths like once a week, peasants once a month, and the Romans had plumbing.
I don't know.
Indoor
I feel like the royals bathed less than a week.
And they had public baths.
Yeah. Oh god, and then they spread that shit at first. They were talking about there's reports of Europeans like in early colonialism, the Dutch, the dressed in the Napoleonic war outfits.
Yeah.
In Southeast Asian islands. Sweat. You're gonna be sweating buckets. It's a monsoon season. It's 90 degrees and there's a hurricane everywhere,
Typhoon.
constantly, for 3 months. And you're in this suit. And they come in and they're like, ew, public baths. What's wrong
Or
with
like the
these
fucking-
savages?
Or like
They
fucking
bathe."
Cortez first seeing fucking Tenochtitlan, he's like, it's so clean here. It's like, oh yeah, no shit, because like the Aztecs figured it out. You dumbasses back in Madrid couldn't fucking like you had you guys are literally throwing your shit into the streets.
They were throwing the shit into the streets, and the
Is that-
Thames River used to just be a gigantic shit
The Great
flow.
Stink.
'Cause, yeah,
Like that killed people.
That killed people.
This kills people.
Like
This kills the man.
It's like Cortez, you're so fucking amazed because it's so clean.
But
and
they're the
colorful.
savages.
Yeah, but they're the savages
They're
here.
the savages.
Like they built fucking like fucking gardens on fucking water, and you're like, nah, they worship a different god.
Well, it's all.
It's clearly because they're.
It's always just an excuse.
Yeah.
It's not like, I mean, yeah, maybe at some point there is like a legitimate belief. Well, no, I fucking deny that, you know?
And you
Maybe
know, one thing I'm glad, despite all the colonialization, is that public bathhouses and, you know, are still a thing. She's like, hey, I'm just gonna go take a bath. It's 2 o'clock. And there's a bathhouse right there. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I wish I had a bathhouse because I don't got a bathtub. All I got's the shower.
I would love for more bathrooms to be modeled after Japanese bathrooms, which are designed to be fucking drenched. So it's like, you shower first, then you just take a relaxing soap for like even 5 minutes, cover it back up so it stays warm for the next person, and then just go to bed.
You know what kind of kills immersion for me in Skyrim? There's no bathrooms.
They got buckets occasionally.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, you're right. I mean, Skyrim is kind of a shithole country.
Skyrim is an
Hey, it's not, at least
representation of
it's not
medieval Europe.
as brown as Ferelden.
You know why it's brown? Mud and shit.
And then like
And dogs, but
Well,
the dogs are
we don't hold the dogs responsible.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
just being dogs.
They're just dogs.
Or it's like early colonial Boston where the horses are just
Oh, yeah,
shitting
popcorn wall.
everywhere,
Oh yeah.
all over the place, and it's a you gotta imagine these pre-colonial cities or these colonial cities walking around, just you're walking on horse shit.
Oh yeah.
It smells like shit.
That's why they had the
all
fucking
the time.
That's why sidewalks are raised.
Yeah, and like the reason for that, the reason for like why is the Thames River a big shit river? Well, because the English nobility came along, enclosed all the public lands, forcing everyone into the cities at a far faster rate than cities could accommodate the growth, and as well, even though these men being forced to move into the cities, into these dangerous ass fucking factories and industrialization, dying to support the absurdly growing ultra wealth of these industrialist fucks
Who were born into it.
who were born into
Since
it.
the fucking Middle Ages.
Well, okay, no, because that's the old nobility was pretty much replaced by the bourgeois.
But some of them made the
Oh, yeah.
transfer.
They were
Yeah,
replaced
a lot
by
of
the
them were able
bougie.
to. Okay, in our very own Savannah, Owens, who built the Owens Thomas slave quarters in 1832, he in like 1850 started buying industry and switching away from plantation labor because he's like, oh, slavery's gonna end.
Might
I'll
as
just
well.
switch to this wage slavery.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, let me just
Well, oh, okay,
Well,
it's not the same thing.
It's not exactly the same thing, but
Because that really disregards
Okay.
the suffering. Because it's suffering in a
does.
different way.
it is.
And-
Yeah, there is nothing comparable to chattel, to
Yeah,
the
to
American
actual
system of
chattel
chattel
slavery.
which is why comparisons between like other forms of slavery, like forms of slavery, because people will say the excuse that's like, well, Africans had slaves and Muslims
No,
had
but
slaves. Not chattel,
yeah.
not forever for your entire life, and also your kids.
Even Latin America had ways to get out.
Yeah. But then, of course, slavery, even when it ended in America, it didn't end.
Yeah.
It was
no.
like, hey, you're good now. Okay, you're free.
Oh, you're gonna get arrested and now you gotta work.
You're gonna get arrested now. You're gonna. Oh, that's the modern. I'm talking about immediately.
No,
after,
but even then it was.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
that, yeah.
But immediately after it ends, how many of these people actually have the means to get away from the farm
Right.
and start their own life?
It's literally
Where
the 13th
we
Amendment.
still do
Yeah.
not have our 40 acres and a mule. We still don't.
Yeah. Where are they?
There's actually a.
Where are they?
There's actually a bill that's about to go through the House that's gonna that
And while
like,
the Japanese Americans deserve their reparations, it still doesn't make sense how it's
They
as
got
black
first.
people, we still don't have it.
Because America can't acknowledge that it was completely and utterly all of the modern American wealth is built on slavery.
yeah.
Hell,
America
I'm
can't
ready to
acknowledge
dismantle
that.
France so they can leave Haiti the fuck alone.
Yeah. Haiti.
God, they
Oh,
fucked Haiti.
Haiti.
Also, the U.S.
Awesome
fucked
story.
Haiti, but
Yeah. What an awesome story, Haiti. Slaves revolt, overthrow the French, and the French are like, hey, Britain, can
But
you
you know
come in
who's-
and take our colony back over?
But you know who else shits on Haiti? Unfortunately, the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
And they treat their like native-born, dark-skinned Dominicans who don't even know Haitian Creole. They speak full-on Spanish as a native language, and they treat them the worst.
yeah.
Last
And right now, what I'm hearing from others is, if you're black, don't go to Dominican Republic right now, because they're saying there's too many instances where it has not been a good outcome.
Is it actually like colorism, like in Brazil or something? Or...
Oh yeah, there's hella colorism in South and Latin America. They just don't want to admit it.
It's the lasting power of these racist technologies. And by these racist technologies, I mean these technologies of race that have been developed and imprinted into society over time, and now control us. They are now.
And they're trying to mask their racism as it's classism. Like, no, it's very intrinsically tied to race as well.
Yeah, they're both.
That is, classism and racism are
intertwined, very much so.
Yeah, but it's the racism is that how it disguises itself, how it tries to act as if we've always been how we've always been racist. Societies have always been racist, and that's not true.
No,
race is a very modern phenomenon.
1400s.
1400. It happens when we move to America, and suddenly there needs to be an entirely new system of justifications.
I blame the Portuguese.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're the first to start importing African slaves.
Yeah.
And Brazil is.
Well, but of course,
and Brazil has the largest percentage of of the diaspora.
Yeah.
Of the African diaspora through slavery and other means, it's the largest black population outside of Africa.
Yeah.
What, in Brazil?
Yeah. In fact, more African slaves went to
Brazil
Latin America than they did here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people kind of refuse to believe that, yes, there are full-on black people darker than me, who speak Spanish. They don't know black American culture. They know their native country's culture.
Bria, do you know what year Brazil, abolished slavery? Officially?
Had to be some very bullshit year.
1890.
That's a very bullshit year.
It is, but Brazil still did it the right way, where one day they just said no more slavery.
Well, they were just they started out with your kids won't be slaves.
That's not
They did a fucking grandfather clause shit or whatever. That's what they did.
I don't remember that in Way's class. I remember Way saying ended.
It didn't just end like that.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't just end.
Yeah.
That's back to the whole American system, where it didn't just end because if you don't have the means to move off your farm, well, now we have this thing called sharecropping.
Yeah.
And it becomes, I'm gonna have to be very, very, very careful here. It becomes a system wherein the enslaver, the fuckhead, the shitheel.
Slow down if you have to get your thoughts together.
Yeah,
We're here.
putting a person into bondage, at least, they're considered property and an investment, and he doesn't want them all to die because buying people into bondage was very, very expensive. And then, when they're not in bondage, suddenly they're not responsible for their well-being at all, and it turns into, now you are renting the housing, you are renting the food, you are renting the tools, and that's the system of sharecropping. It's not, I guess in the end I shouldn't have said that, because it's not any different.
Yeah.
The sharecropping system that developed within Latin America and America in the post-slavery era is just slavery, because even though it's they made the tools, they said, you have to rent out these tools because we own the tools and you need them to produce the things for us, and they made these tools more expensive. Yes, they made the tools more expensive than what could be produced in profit based on what they were
their
paying
actual
them.
value was.
Yeah. Well, because always it's more than what their actual value is.
Way more. So essentially, they can't leave.
Yeah.
Serfdom was happening in fucking Mexico all the way up till the revolution.
There are slaves in Georgia today.
Yeah.
Watch the Vice documentary on that. If you don't believe me, look up the fucking Vice documentary. Person who's watching, so we still won't have viewers.
We don't. It's fine now.
We'll get.
It'll grow.
Yeah.
It'll grow.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
We are there.
We all got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Started from the bottom, now we're still at the bottom. But
We
know.
started
From the rock bottom. Now we made the
times.
regular bottom.
Yes. What is it? We were fed through the rules, and we hit the ground face first, and we're still kind of struggling to get up.
Yeah.
But we'll start walking soon.
But hey, at least we're no longer in advanced darkness.
Yeah.
Advanced darkness. But
Yeah.
all back to Haiti, the Haitian Revolution, where Britain came in and sent 10,000 soldiers to put it down. And those 10,000 soldiers were like, hey, wait a minute.
How about we don't do this?
We got way more in common with the Haitians that you're telling us to shoot than you guys who are telling us to shoot them.
Yep.
And they turn their guns on the generals.
Yep.
Say, fuck you. And America, and by America I mean the American government,
Jefferson.
and
Who owned
Congress,
slaves.
Who owned slaves?
All of them, shits himself. They shit itself.
Sally Hemings was not his mistress. You can't be a mistress while you're still a slave.
Yeah.
It's called rape. It is always rape. Always. And it was so incredibly common. But the conversation, the whole, they should have told us because they realized, like, oh shit, that's gonna happen here eventually.
Yeah.
That is the reason.
John Brown was right.
John Brown was right. If John Brown had succeeded, we would have a far more egalitarian society. Because the proper thing to do, what would have made a better society, would have been, well, again, this is a great narrative, because I always like to tell this narrative.
Yeah.
And that is that it is absolute bullshit to say that Lincoln freed the slaves.
He
It
didn't.
gives the power of ending slavery
To one man.
to a white man.
To
When the reason for the Civil War was that the Northern dominated Congress saw the long-term results of continued chattel slavery was a large-scale slave revolt that would have destroyed the Southern economy and as a result toppled America. And so they went, hey, South, you gotta stop owning slaves because the whole country's gonna be destroyed. They didn't give a shit about black people, they gave a shit about their own wealth and power within this society.
Man, maybe we should have just went ahead and destroyed the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yes!
Because John Brown, that's what I'm saying, John Brown was great.
John Brown did everything right.
Like, they shouldn't have killed him.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Because he was a hero.
Because he spoke the truth.
He spoke the truth, yeah.
Like
And they hated it.
And they hated him for it.
And it's, yeah. But the result of that, they're afraid of large-scale people in bondage revolution because that would destroy America, and it was going to happen eventually. Chattel, God, hard to phrase this around. One of the best things about the O.S. Thomas Museum is the language which they use to describe people in bondage, because they don't use the word slave.
Bondsman?
Maybe.
Bondsman, yeah, bondsman, bondspeople.
Yeah, but they don't use the word slave because where's the humanity in the word slave?
Yeah.
Uh,
That's funny, 'cause it's not funny, but
it's very serious.
It's very
podcast
serious,
so far.
It's not funny, ha ha.
Yeah,
No.
no, but because when I took my History 3000 class, we talked about that.
Yeah.
History of slavery in America.
History of slavery in America. It's called the History of America.
Yeah.
Built on slaves. That's it. Period. Everything that the rich are now started with slavery. And okay, so they see this happening. Northern Congress sees this happening because it's becoming more and more common. Because as time goes on, despite the harshest circumstances that probably any people have ever had to endure for centuries of history, the people in bondage did not ever give up. They did not ever stop trying. They kept at it, and they were winning. They were going to win. And they were making it so expensive to put it down, because every time it had to be put down before it could spread to another plantation, and spread to another, and catch on like wildfire.
Yep.
People within slavery freed themselves by being unenslavable. They could not be held within bondage for much longer, and so the Northern Army acted to prevent that from happening and instead maintain the status quo. And they did this through the importation of Chinese labor, creating a buffer and further enforcing the system of race, which, back to that whole thing, the technology of racism, these racist technologies were created to justify slavery.
Yep.
And then entrenched within our society by creating buffers. And then the whole system is created, the whole hierarchy. And I have a book, I don't think I have it with me. No, I do.
You have a lot of books.
I have a lot of books. But it describes the exact
You
thing.
need a new bookshelf.
I do. I need a tall bookshelf.
Tall.
Uh,
I used to have one.
yeah. It describes the whole. It's almost directly the implantation of Muslim stereotypes. Both over. I'm going to end there because it's gone on far enough. I'm talking too much.
No, I'm listening and I'm learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
I
trying
love,
to
I
find
love history. I just
John
wasn't a
Brown.
history major.
Yeah.
Like
I just
we-
want to.
You're trying to look for the perfect meme for this?
No, I'm trying to find this meme that I sent you like
But
maybe
that-
a month ago.
Yeah, but I think I've made the grandest point to make, which is that black people freed themselves,
Yeah.
and we have to stop talking about it like a white man did it, because what the white man's responsibility was maintaining the status quo.
You're still trying to do that today.
They are still doing it today.
With the prison system.
Oh god.
Which, in light of the prison system, was Ava DuVernay's When They See Us.
Yeah.
About the Central Park 5.
Central Park. Oh my god. I listened to the
Surprisingly,
Democracy Now!
only
News on
one
that.
of them is still living in New York City. 3 of them have officially moved to Georgia, and 1's in Jersey. I'm like, look, I probably would have gotten out too. Like, fuck New York.
And oh my god, Trump taking out full-page ads in newspapers across the country saying bring back the death penalty.
Yeah.
People calling for the lynching with no evidence. I'm sure. Have you watched the Netflix series?
My dad was, and he was talking to me about what was going on because I was asleep and I left to go get crystals, and he was done by the time I came back.
Yeah, I listened to the Democracy Now! Newscast, which did a full hour-long interview with the director of the series.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened? Of course, the police just round up every young black man they find in the park.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even try, because one of the witnesses who was attacked that day described the attacker as having stitches on his chin. And the nearby hospitals reported the man who matched the general description, the height, age, race of the attacker, and he had recently gotten stitches on his chin, and they produced the name of the man who actually did it, and the police went, nah.
I don't want to admit we were wrong.
I don't even think it's that.
It's
I don't
just-
even think it's that they didn't even want to, they just were racist.
Yeah.
They just wanted to fuck over these kids' lives.
Racist and not want to admit that they were wrong. Which
And-
is what a lot
Here
of
it is.
racists really, it kind of overlaps.
and it's lazy. They just didn't want to do their jobs.
No.
At all. They were like, no, we're just gonna. These kids, we found them. All of the evidence says it's not them. We found them.
They said there's 1, and you picked up 5,
Well, they were just standing and watching.
menacingly.
Finally
Yes.
found it.
Oh, alright. Found the meme.
It's got a picture of John Brown.
Born to raid, South is the fuck.
Freedom all 1859.
I am John Brown.
410 billion dead Confederates.
Fucking send that to me. We're
I already
gonna-
did.
it.
I sent it like a year ago.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, resend it.
resend it.
Alright.
So let's take this book that somehow I didn't plan for this to be insanely
Oh, jeez.
relevant. I planned to just bring this up at some point. Yeah. Yeah. And then there's Vivek.
Oh
Vivek,
yeah.
The
Now we're
god.
getting Morrowind.
Vivek, the god who literally rewrote his own history and determined the fate, the entire shape of the society within Morrowind through his control and domination over
Yep.
the religion that he shaped. And just like, yeah, slavery's fine. We're gonna be cool with that. We're not gonna stop that.
Just cause they.
Just because it's their culture.
Yeah.
And that's the very best line in all of ESO is that Argonian early on, you ask him, it's like, so how do you feel about the whole slavery thing? And she goes, I'm not really mad at the Dark Elves, because it's who they are.
Isn't
They're
this something every white
assholes.
boy does?
What?
Like, just do this.
I guess, yeah.
I'm cold.
We're cold.
I don't know. Of all, like in high school, I've just seen all the white boys just kind of fold their arms like that, like you just did.
We're cold-blooded.
Oh yeah, I mean, all I know is when I just kind of fold my arms, they just kind of stay right here, or just one is just tucked under, just kind of hang. But no, y'all just gotta shove your fingertips all the way up your pits. I don't get it.
I'm talking too much.
Alright, so we're gonna actually talk about fucking E3.
We are.
Because
Yeah.
we just.
Hey, they're gonna learn today.
They are gonna learn today, and hey, we're actually gonna.
And I'm learning myself too, because
Okay,
I love history. I just wasn't a history major.
Yeah, we're actually a leftist podcast for once.
Yeah.
Gotta put those tags in there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, my time in college was a bit of everything: political science, and also learning about the Asian American experience.
Hmm. You had whatchamacallit for your China Studies professor, or whatever his name
Professor Reynolds.
Reynolds. Doug Reynolds.
Yeah.
Had him for 3,000.
Heard he's a good guy.
Yeah. Here.
His
let's
assignments
just,
weren't that hard. It was just hard for me to start them.
He and Bob are actually really good friends.
yeah. Let's just take this. So,
Yeah.
you know, you want to
I'll
talk
give
about.
him the credit that he did. He was the professor to tell me to take advantage of the counseling services.
Yeah. So, if anybody wants a source for what we're talking about.
Eric Williams' Capitalism and Slavery.
Yes. So, Capitalism and Slavery, an economic study of the role of slavery in providing the capital for the Industrial Revolution and the role of mature industrial capitalism in destroying the slave system.
This will be on the syllabus.
Yes, there will be a test. You're writing this down, right?
It's an exam.
The exam is to go out in the streets and
No,
shout how black people freed themselves.
No, you're gonna write a 15-page paper about that, and just do it at the end of the semester,
Yes.
which is a month from now.
Well, actually, oh yeah, we're past the May semester.
Oh, summer semester now.
Summer semester. In a month from now, you have to give me this 15-page paper.
Oh, I cannot wait to do summer semesters. I love. Why didn't you ever do summer semesters? They're the best.
We ain't got money.
Like not you. What do you mean we ain't got money? We're in debt.
Yeah,
That's the money.
I
And
mean,
it's actually in the end.
I had to go see my dad.
Oh yeah. In the end, it actually is
That's why.
less expensive to do the summer semester.
I heard they're really fucking chill.
Yeah, they're really chill, but also you're getting in 8 credit hours in 2 months, and so that costs the same amount in tuition, but it costs far less in living costs. The cost for the housing and the cost for like the food and everything to keep yourself alive, instead of paying that for over 4 months for like 8 or 12 hours, you're instead only paying that for 2 months.
I would have loved to stay summer over there. That would have been fun.
Yeah, they're great.
But
Do your fucking GRE and get accepted into NYU.
Well, I don't know. You might not have to do your GRE depending on your GPA.
Actually, NYU doesn't require. Fuck, I problem. Oh my god.
I mean, I thought I was gonna have to retake it, but no, I'm on
As a New Yorker-
provisional.
As a New Yorker would say, dead ass.
I could have.
Facts.
Dead ass.
I just considered
Will
that.
I have?
They don't ask for GRE. You could have applied. You could always have applied to NYU.
Can I still apply now? Probably not.
No, you can apply for this. You can apply for the same program as I did for the spring semester.
Okay.
Get on it.
Okay.
Get the fuck on it.
Get the
Golden.
fuck on it.
Unless you want, because you know it's what drives me every year is, do I want to do this for another year?
Hmm.
Can I even do this
Yeah.
for another fucking year?
Yeah.
And the answer now that I've seen a psychiatrist
Is
is
no.
No. Now that I have seen a psychiatrist and I have medicine, it's more, I can deal with it, but I don't want it.
Right.
That's the bullshit of it.
Yeah.
I recognize that there's a problem within my brain, that I have my mind goblins.
We
But-
all have our mind goblins.
We all have our mind
I
goblins.
love that description of what they say. It's like, those are mind goblins. Well, yeah, they are.
Perfect. What?
They're little goblins.
Just gotta tell it. That's what you gotta say to your mom.
I have mind goblins.
You don't understand because you don't have them.
I've told her that, like, it was like, I have this little voice that says, no you can't, no you can't, no you can't. So that's the mind goblin.
That's one of its sayings. The other
Yeah.
saying is when you're excited is you better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out.
Fight or flight, fight or flight, fight or flight.
That image.
Monkey brain.
So your spidey senses are tingling and you don't know why.
The image of the empty error box
You wish-
that just says okay
Okay.
when you're anxious and you don't know why.
You wish.
Error. Okay.
You
Monkey
wish
brain.
it was that gif of Spider-Man saying, I smell a faint sense of danger, and then you can turn around and you can actually see the danger. Anxiety, where is the danger? I wish it was right behind me so I know what it was.
It's literally primate brain. Just
Monkey brain. Gotta
Behold.
climb up, predators coming, gotta climb up tree.
Behold, humanity, my greatest creation. You took a monkey. You take a perfectly good monkey
And you
and
gave
you
it
get
anxiety.
anxiety.
That's what you did.
you made
You
it.
per- you ruined a perfectly
you made
good
it
monkey, that's what you
scared.
did.
You made it scared of abstract concepts.
We're scared of concepts.
That's
why
of
we
our
have-
own creation.
That's why we have to kill death.
We have to
Why we
kill-
must kill this concept.
I killed the concept.
That's what I told my
That's one of
mom.
the
I
funniest
said,
things ever heard. I killed the concept.
that's why I told my mom, I said, even though I was heavier sophomore year of college, once junior year came by, the weight just fell off. It had to be about 20 to 30 pounds just gone in a semester. And a semester is usually about 4 months. I said, was I fine that I lost the weight? Yeah, but was I proud of how I lost it? No.
Yeah.
Holden can attest to this.
Yeah.
I would have him walk with me to Dunkin' Donuts. We
Constantly.
got a discount there though.
Yeah.
So $2
I
for
also
2
like
donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts. It's good.
And that's all I could eat in the given day, and that's the only
Yeah.
thing I would really eat in
Yeah.
a day, and that was it. And I
All
just-
those hash browns are fucking great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are.
Of course, now with that Dunkin' Donuts is the memorial site for Nick Fury.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Did you guys know that?
He died right outside of Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, as soon
Yep.
as I saw that fucking after credit scene from fucking
I said-
Infinity War, I started laughing.
He's like, is that Dunkin' Donuts?
It's
Yeah.
like-
I
That
can't
fucking-
believe Nick Fury died in front of a Dunkin' Donuts.
In that fucking ugly ass library.
Oh,
That fucking
yeah.
library.
yeah,
It's like
that
it built like a fucking fortress.
brutalist architecture for the library.
Fucking brutalism.
When I went in there like one time, and when I was standing there like waiting for them to process the library card,
Yeah.
someone, I think like a security guard, not even a security guard, must have been just like a patron. It's like there's a man on the landing between the first and second floors taking off all his clothes.
Huh.
Huh.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Welcome to America's public libraries, where money.
Where's that song?
Nah.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Yeah.
This is Atlanta. Cut.
Man, now that the Georgia Dome is gone, anytime you listen to old school Ludacris, it's extra dated.
Well, he's in front of Phillips Arena, so it's fine. It's,
No, if he's mentioning stuff like anytime they're gonna mention the Georgia Dome, it's officially dated because the dome is no longer
He's
here.
also in front of that fucking shoe store right by right by State. You remember?
What is that
I think
shit
so.
for?
They
Oh
were
my
also
God,
in front of
that's a
CNN Center.
store.
Rest in peace, CNN Center Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, CNN Center. What did that? Wendy's also die, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, it became that burger place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only place you could get fucking Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That,
There was no other Taco
But-
Bell that close to
But there
State.
were like 5 subways. You were there were
yeah.
like 5 subways within like a mile radius of where I live, and
Yeah.
there was like
It turns out Subway is like the most popular. It has the most locations.
I could get a meatball sub from one of 5 locations.
And then I can
And I
feel
only chose
terrible about it.
Thank God there was 3 Waffle Houses nearby.
And there's
Oh,
Earl
yeah.
just eating McDonald's. Rip every McDonald's in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Although, good. Fuck McDonald's.
You remember that McDonald's? Remember that we had to get Hoopa only at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Why?
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 Oh, wait.
Oh, rest in
that's-
peace, Shady Shell.
Oh,
Rest in-
rest in
Shady
peace,
Shell's
Shady.
dead?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god, he finally got stabbed.
God rest his soul. God rest his soul.
Although I always like.
I'm doing the sign of the cross, by the way.
Yeah. The.
Holden's Catholic.
Yes,
is it
I
the-
am.
Just like Junkrat and Ghidorah.
He realized that there was a king even higher than he.
He did.
Okay, so yeah, what the fuck was that symbolism? You watched it.
Yeah.
What the hell was that shot?
Empty. It was empty. It was empty symbolism.
Empty symbolism.
It's you know how fucking Neon Genesis Evangelion like has a bunch of Christian symbolic shit.
Yeah, because
And Hideki Anno was just like, I just put that in just to be cool. That's what happened.
Well, because that's Japanese and like Eastern takes. Well, we'll stick to anime.
Yeah.
Anime and manga takes on Western religions, Abrahamic religions, are the best shit. See JoJo Part 7.
The Christ.
No, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
They never refer to him as. It's clearly Jesus.
No, they call him what? The Christ.
They call him the Christ, and his stand, the Holy Ghost.
The Holy Ghost.
Ah!
Hey, okay, hold on. The
Wait,
stand.
So God's a stand.
No,
But see, Jesus is God, the Holy Spirit is God, and God is God.
but it does work because stands
God
are.
is his own stand.
Yeah, stands are a part of you. They are a manifestation of your spirit. That's the. Well, isn't that the point of
So in a-
Catholicism?
so in
Jesus
a
is
sense,
both man and
There's
God.
3 stands.
And
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Jesus is God made man. Like, Jesus is the
He has 3 stands.
physical manifestation of God.
Then there would
he's
be
the
3
Avatar.
stands.
Yes, but he's also the Son of God.
There's 3 stands.
Yeah,
You can use 3
Where's
stands. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. There's 3 separate.
Catholicism gets
Gilo.
weird. Yeah.
No, that's the grandson of God. Korra was great.
Oh, yeah.
Korra was beautiful.
What a wonderful show.
What a wonderful series.
Fuck Nickelodeon for trying to, once again,
Kill
fuck
it.
all the capitalizations of Pride Month. Yes, it is still Pride Month.
It is always
And they're
Pride
like,
Month.
but
We're
like,
gonna
hey,
make it Pride year.
hey, Nick, you took Korra off the air and put it
Oh,
online
yeah.
for its last 2 seasons.
Happy Pride Month, everybody. And you're like, yeah.
Yeah, happy Pride forever. We're making it Pride forever.
Yeah.
We're gonna pop the biggest bottles when Makora happens tomorrow.
Man, we will never live that down. It's like, you do
No.
realize they shot down Makora since season 2.
I love that.
The middle of season 2.
That person that made that post will never fucking live that down.
No, we will never let that person forget.
God, I
Never
love it so
forgetting.
much. The SS Korosami has sailed through the seas of homophobia and landed in Port Cannon. Fuckers.
Yes.
I
was in the water
so hype.
and they saved me. They're like, oh, they
Like,
threw me.
it's like, hey, season 3 is like on TV, but hey, guess what? We're gonna put season 3 online now. It's like,
Why?
why?
Well, because it's
We killed a queen. That's
it's,
I
why.
killed a queen.
Oh man, a queen.
Latin
oh,
America.
a queen.
You fucking murdered.
It was what?
She died on screen. That was murder.
He killed Shishi.
A lot of people died on screen in Korra.
But not as detailed
Oh
as
my
her
god.
death.
I don't know when fucking whatchamacallit's head exploded. You remember that?
Now,
Oh yeah.
now we were getting to the end. That was the end of season 3.
Yeah. It's like people were getting dropped like fucking.
Hold on. What was I
Left
trying
and
to
right.
say?
Su-Yin came in clutch.
She killed a person.
She killed somebody.
She has murdered.
You know what? She did used to be part of a triad. Su-Yin she may be retired, but she was about that life.
Cold-blooded.
Why is the woman without arms driving? She's a master waterbender.
Oh,
Yes.
she's great.
Damn it.
Which also led to the fact that bending still literally is an extension of oneself.
She's probably like my.
It like drove it even further
I
from
was like-
Toph being able to use size and sense to walk around
I was-
just fine to she doesn't have arms, but she uses her bending to make up for that.
Out of Zahir's crew, she's my favorite.
Who?
Minghua, the one
Oh,
that
yeah.
fucking
It was
has
the
an
coolest,
arm.
coolest shit ever.
Yeah. The waterbender with no arms.
Waterbender with no arms.
That uses water as her arms.
I like Gazan.
Sounds cool.
Because Gazan seems like he's just a cool guy.
He is
He's
a cool
chill guy.
He was just chill.
He doesn't give a fuck. He's like, yeah, alright.
And he literally was like, he's like, I'm not about to let y'all take me again, and just kill himself.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm never going back.
Then in the end,
And then Mako killed Minghua.
Yeah.
Just straight.
in the end,
Fuck.
Zahir was almost correct.
Yeah.
It's just that if he had
Zahir's
stuck with kill the royalty, and even the Avatar has to go as a symbol of power. The Avatar cannot maintain a hierarchy above both man and spirit. They need to be recognized as a human being, just like every other individual. One with enormous powers, yes, but not one with power to determine the fate of society over every single person within society.
You know what Zahir doesn't believe in? Queens.
Yeah. I don't believe.
Henry Rollins doesn't
I'm a
believe
queen.
in queens.
I don't believe in queens.
I'm a queen. Okay.
Henry
Well,
Rollins-
let's see what
Henry
the
Rollins
void has
doesn't
to
believe
say
in
to queens.
You'll die like everyone else.
Let Queen, huh? Let's see if that protects you from no air.
I have a feeling they designed Zahir with Henry Rollins in mind.
It's whatever, it's gone now.
You mean the lead singer of Black Flag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
They practically designed Zahir with him in mind.
Yeah.
Okay, but now I need to finish that sentence with,
Yeah.
and then Zahir had to describe himself as like the typical like Hollywood anarchist, where it's like, if Zahir just gone and been like, what if we use the powers? Look at Earthbenders. Earthbenders have the power to farm on a level that could easily feed every single person within society. It wouldn't be a challenge for them because they can make farms immediately. Waterbenders can make aqueducts. They can make.
Was there bending communism?
We are. Because it's essentially the benders are the means of production. They have the capability to easily feed and clothe and create housing for everybody within society. And if they were working together with non-benders and with the community, then, yeah.
Break the chains.
Yeah.
Break the chains.
The metaphorical chains that bind us to the economic superstructure, which are...
Earthbending avatar becomes communist.
Earthbending avatar becomes communist? Yeah.
Yep.
That's the fear, though. What? I have no fear. The next time, if they do another Avatar series, they might have it be like a stereotypical Cold War understanding where communism is defined entirely as greater government control.
They already did that.
They kind of did. They did World War II.
Yeah, but they also did fucking Amon.
Amon?
Fear of equality. But but he was like extreme, like, oh, I'm gonna take away people's benefit.
Oh yeah.
But then again, it was like at the end, it was more like self-motivated.
Yeah,
so it was more selfish than it was.
Well, that's kind of what the ultimate idea that is given by talking about the Soviet Union, like it exists as the only form of communism, like it is.
It's not
communist ideology at all. It has private markets. It can't be. There's a state. It can't be. It has classes. It can't be. Communism by necessity involves a classless, stateless society in which the workers own the means of production. Not a single one of these were true for the Soviet Union.
The Soviet Union was not a worker
James,
state.
the only thing that's missing is you need to be in a robe and a hat and a fireplace right next to you.
Yes.
Like the Soviet Union played lip service to the workers, and that was it.
Yes.
It's like the Raven from Billy and Mandy.
And so how that translates into Avatar is Amon tricking people.
Yeah.
So this is the understanding, and I've had conversations with average Americans about this, and it's the understanding it's like they think of communist ideology as a trick, as it's just something that people say to populace.
Yeah.
Populist leaders. They think that every populist leader is trying to fool people into supporting them so they can have their own power.
Right.
And that's what Amon did.
And yeah, Amon did that.
And then the whole, and then the other thing where it's the idea that communism is we're going to take everything away from everybody and distribute it equally.
That's
from each according to their for each according to their need, from each according to their ability.
Also, there is a difference between private property and personal property.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys know that?
What? You mean we're not going to share the women?
No.
No.
You mean?
Hey.
See you guys. Sorry I didn't know if you were.
It's alright.
Yeah. Fine.
All right. You guys have a good night.
Yeah.
So,
You mean you're not gonna take away my PlayStation 4? Why the fuck would I do that?
because it's my property, and communists don't believe in property.
No, it's not private property. It's different.
It's different. What was okay?
You get to keep your stuff. I get to keep my stuff.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, the phrase is from each according to their ability, to each according to their need. Provide for every person according to their need. Feed, clothe, and house everybody. Something which is not a pipe dream, not a utopian ideal. Something which we have had the capability to do now
For centuries.
For centuries.
Well, about
I'd say
a good century and a half.
I say it's about at least 120 years. Because Emma Goldman was talking about this in the 1990s and stuff.
We could have Star Trek by now.
We could have Star Trek by now. And so
Post-scarcity society.
Yes. Provide for everyone's basic needs using our immense industrial capacity to do these things, and then every person will be free to provide back to society as they so see fit.
There you go. But speaking of Star Trek, I saw this online that says the clear difference between Star Trek and Star Wars is that with Star Trek, everybody fucks.
Everybody fucks.
Yeah.
Star Wars, nobody has fucked, not even once.
That was a
But Han Solo has fucked.
He has, but he's
Princess
an
Leia has
outlier.
fucked.
Yeah, in the 30
They're
years that they
outliers.
didn't talk about.
Anakin Skywalker has fucked.
In the
But does he have
8
that
years that they
energy?
don't talk about.
But does he have that? But does he have that energy all throughout, like Captain Kirk does?
No.
No.
Because he's a Jedi Knight.
None of them have the
Okay.
None of them have the energy.
Anakin
Rose
Skywalker
Quartz
has
fucks every day of her life.
Twice a day.
Twice a day of her life.
While Pearl
After
stands
being
by
delighted.
and watches.
But back in the day, she used to fuck Pearl.
Back in the day, would you like to engage in intercourse?
Yes.
Yes, Hollow Rose. Yes. Steven, close your eyes.
Full circle.
Full circle, Pearl has been getting cucked for thousands of years.
No, she is the one that fucks.
Rose.
I'm the one that cooks.
Now that may change now that we have Mystery Girl.
Good.
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 Now she fucks every day again.
Every day again.
What is it?
Once again, last one out of Beach City was the best indie movie.
The best episode, in my opinion.
It's the best indie movie. Crunched into 11 minutes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I do love it so much. It's really great. I can't exactly stop, Steven. I don't have a license.
Technically, I'm not even born here.
Pearl, you're an illegal alien?
What was I supposed to tell him? that I didn't, that I wasn't born here? That I'm from a different planet?
Excuse me, I predate you.
Yes.
You're the invaders.
Old.
Old as balls.
just a license. Old.
Rose Quartz is the Venus de Milo?
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
The Venus of Malta.
Venus of Malta. Think about it. Look it up. I'm gonna put up a picture in the podcast of the Venus of Malta. Maybe. Who knows?
I mean,
The fertility
they
goddess.
put sharks in colonial times, and that's kind of how Beach City kind of came around.
We got diamonds on the money. Again, that's the one thing I'm disappointed in Steven Universe, which is of course that they didn't follow my fan theory that Dewey was a government plant designed to keep knowledge of the gems out. Because like the United States government exists, it knows the crystal gems are there.
They just don't give a shit.
It's not that they don't give a
They
shit.
personally met Rose Quartz.
Yeah. They said they have to just be
That's why
like,
Kennedy was
Cat.
assassinated.
hey Kitty.
He knew too much.
He knew too
He
much.
knew
No,
too
he was
much.
about to. He's got the vote go public.
Yeah.
At his next stop in Dallas, and that's why I had to kill him.
He was about to reveal the truth. Aliens are among us. They are sentient lesbian space rocks, and they're taking over our farms.
And they were gonna, and we were gonna go to the moon.
And they poisoned our wells.
We found something on the moon.
And we found something. Oh my God, that's okay. So that can't be ignored. Every single person who owns a telescope can look at the moon and go,
What the fuck is that?
hey,
It's on the far side of the moon.
okay, the United States government would just be like, we built that.
Fucking Apollo 8 would have seen it.
The United States government built it. What are you talking about?
Because
The
Apollo
moon
8
landing was faked.
Because Apollo 8 was.
The moon landing was faked.
Because
so
they saw the base that was there.
and they had to show the American people, no, there's nothing there. Don't worry, but there's nothing there.
Wasn't Apollo 8 like one of the first? It was the first one to orbit the moon and come back. Like the first manned mission to orbit the moon.
I don't know.
It was
There
either
are like
Apollo 8
13 of those things.
Yeah, but Apollo 8 was like the one, like the big one, because that was one of the big ones because it was like it was a trial run for the fucking landing.
Can I backtrack a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Avatar for a second.
Okay.
I really still want to think about the genetics of being a bender.
Oh jeez. Okay, so
I think it has to do with both genetics and it's both
Yeah.
genetics and the spirituality within the society. Because it's like every
Everybody's
airbender
so
born is an
spiritual.
airbender. But it's like in Fire Nation, you're
It's like, hey mom, how come we don't have a lot of benders in our family? Because we're heathens.
and of course there's just the Earth Kingdom, which is just the rest of the world.
yeah, Earth Kingdom, which is primarily non-benders and a bending class ruling over them because
But at
they
the
own the
s-
means of production.
But at the same time,
Except for the Earth.
Except at the same
Yeah,
time, there
monarchy.
were the natural teachers. So it's like, you may not have been born a bender, but there's a possibility of if you find one of these original teachers, you pretty much could. That's how Toph was able to learn. She learned from the badger moles.
You know how it probably works? The whole reincarnation thing.
Yeah.
As people were originally given their bending abilities by the lion turtles, and we know that Rava, the Avatar spirit.
Like as they left, the lion turtles gave it to like some or all.
Not all, but like some of
Whoever
them.
left.
And it's like how Rava, the Avatar, is just a normal human being whose spirit reincarnates like every other person. It's just that Rava attaches themselves to that spirit
Directly.
and comes with them. So maybe it's the spirits that were touched by the lion turtles and given the ability to bend, passed this ability on through reincarnation, and then they had to spread it somehow. It must have both a spiritual and a genetic component.
Rava's the nice kite.
Yeah. And then with Batu, the evil kite.
Yeah.
Stuck in a tree.
Stuck in a tree. Yeah.
Oh God, who invited Unalaq to the group call?
No one likes him.
No one likes him.
I don't like him.
Unalaq doesn't like himself.
No, don't leave me with no.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Hey guys.
What?
Ugh.
Hey.
Don't wake up. Don't leave me alone with him.
Man, that was the episode where it's basically like we ran out of money.
They ran out of money, and they did the
Best they could.
best they could, and
it was good.
great. It's hilarious. It's as funny as Ember Island Prayers.
Oh, Ember Island Players is great.
Oh man, that was
Great.
beautiful.
Predicts the movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say foreshadowing.
Wait.
Fuck.
What movie? Shame they never made an Avatar movie. I thought they made one for a moment.
Well, that must be the Mandela effect because I do firmly remember they made a movie.
No?
We
They-
would have
they
had
never
more if it wasn't for that movie.
They never made a movie, guys.
There is
No,
more
literally, that's why we
Boxing
don't have
Say.
more shit than we do is because of that movie.
No,
There is no movie.
There is no war in Boxing Say.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se. There is no M. Night Shyamalan.
Give me a phone light.
Shut up.
There's no-
no, I'm gonna stay.
No,
we
it's
gotta
supposed to
stand
go
you
in
up,
a
and I'm just gonna
circle.
run
You're just
around
gonna-
you
you're
with a
just-
fucking light.
Oh.
And then James is gonna just say there is no the last.
All I'm
Airbender
saying
movie.
is we
There
could
is
have
no
had
Last
more.
Airbender movie.
We could have had more.
We could have.
What a fucking great episode that fucking was.
Yeah.
That was like incredible.
Like
That was a season 2 episode that was like one of the best episodes
Which
of
one was?
television.
What? The season 3 of Avatar.
Well, no.
No, I mean like
What
in
episode was
the
it?
Avatar: The Last Airbender, where they go to Ba Sing Se and they finally meet.
Oh,
The Earth King?
Yeah. Well, they try to meet the Earth King, but they actually meet fucking what's his name? The leader of the Dai Li.
Yeah, the Dai Li.
Yeah.
Hold
and
on.
he's-
Let
Guy.
me.
And he
Let me
basically
ask
says,
Google.
"Oh no, the Earth King's a figurehead, and this is actually like
Who was
an
the leader of the
authoritarian
Dai Li
state."
in Avatar:
Hello,
The Last
we're the
Airbender?
Yuta.
And I was just like, that's cool as shit because like that's not only one of the best episodes of like Avatar, that's just one of the best episodes of television in general.
Long Fang.
Long Fang.
On Bang, yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, well, the Earth King can't, like he doesn't,
He doesn't know.
he doesn't know, and he's like,
He has this weird bear thing.
he can't concern himself with the daily minutia of military shit. It's like what I'm here for.
The Earth,
Cultural minister.
the Earth King's here to reassure everyone.
Don't fool yourself. You were never even a player.
Ooh, that's the best line. It's like, so you outplayed me. He's like, no, you weren't even a player.
You were never even a player.
You never competed against anyone. You had power from the start. You never had to struggle for it. Zula had to struggle
you know
for
what?
everything that she is.
No, she didn't.
God
No,
bless
she didn't.
Avatar Kyoshi, but at the same time,
Oh,
she
I said
fucked
that.
up big by making the Dai Li.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I fucking love Avatar. Okay, but Avatar Kyoshi was a kind of a pretty terrible Avatar.
What are you talking about? She's the best.
She
I'm going to do
she had-
absolutely nothing while this emperor runs around ruining independent lives,
Genghis
taking over
Khan.
independent villagers. I'm just going to do absolutely nothing but protect the village that I'm from, and then when it finally
She
arrives...
killed Genghis Khan. It was fine.
No, not intentionally. He died because he was standing on the giant rift Avatar Kyoshi opened in the earth.
Yeah.
Avatar Kyoshi is directly responsible for the events of Avatar because it is the rise of the Earth Kingdom that prompted the Fire Empire.
The fire. Yeah. Sosen. What an
Sosen.
ass.
What a fuck.
Voiced by fucking Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole like.
It's like, hey, I like Kiyoshi's whole aesthetic and her no nonsense attitude. It's just unfortunate she made the Dai Li, and she probably did it in mind to keep the cultural aspect of the Earth Kingdom going, but she didn't realize it'd get that fucked.
Kiyoshi, voiced by
Like Vivek.
Shep.
Just like.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not like Vivek. I feel like Vivek was intentional in everything that he did.
Even the slavery.
Of course
Especially the slavery.
Well,
I
what
can't-
it is that I've learned, going back to that ESO line, that is the nature of the Dark Elves.
What's
Because after the First Era, after the Battle of Red Mountain, when Azura cursed the Chimer to become the Dunmer,
With the ash skin?
with the ash skin, she literally, like, made their species assholes by nature. That's the curse, is that they're shitty, capitalist assholes who worship betrayal and greed.
What is it that fucking...
The Dunmer are just, the Dunmer are just Americans.
What is it, the fucking groundskeeper Willie? Even the Dunmer hate the Dunmer.
The Dunmer sure sound like a contentious people. You've just made an enemy for life.
It's like, the Nords hate the Dunmer, and, the Bretons hate the Nords, or the Dunmer hate the Dunmer.
Damn those Dunmer, they ruined Morrowind.
I sound like a contentious people.
And then there's the, before anyone comes in with, that's how like every race is, Argonians did nothing wrong.
Also, the orcs did nothing wrong.
Wait
The
a
Orcs did
minute.
nothing wrong.
So if airbenders have high spirituality and whatnot, later Boomy does gain airbending.
Yep.
But at the same time, before harmonic convergence, he just had no shit. Hell, you would have thought he would have at least been a waterbender
Yeah.
if he didn't gain the airbending.
No, cause like it's both genetic. I think it's both genetic and spiritual. So you're reincarnated with the possibility. Okay, I'm going to say you were reincarnated with the potential to be a bender, and then that potential is like
This is why I mean-
it's Mendelian genetics, except including a spiritual element. You need both like a dominant bender gene and a dominant bender reincarnation.
I got all the recessive genes.
He got all the recessive
You got all the
genes.
dominant genes. I got all the. I don't know how that
This is-
works, Liquid
this-
Snake.
It's like this is why I'm wondering.
Nanomachines.
But this goes to hold it a nice theory that there may have been some airbenders that kind of did make it through, like
And then
before
they
they
lost
could be
it.
like literally
Oh, yeah.
identified as airbenders. Like they didn't have their
They
tattoos.
couldn't have been all at all the temples.
Yeah, like
they
there
were
could've been-
nomads. They're literally nomads.
Like there could have been airbenders before they received their tattoos of mastery, and they just had to keep their culture pretty much non-existent to even stay alive, and it just kind of got lost.
Fan theory: Ty Lee is the descendant of an airbender.
Oh well, okay. What
But
it
she
is?
kind of,
She's got the gray eyes.
Then what it is
but
they
she
are.
does kind of start the whole thing with chi blocking. It just kind of got passed on.
Yeah.
What it is they are nomads, so they wouldn't have received words of the destructions of the air
And
temples.
then they would have come back and like, oh, what the fuck? And
They
then,
would
and
have
then
come
they
back
stayed
to an occupied Fire Nation
Yeah.
temple.
Yeah. And then they would
the
have like,
Fire Nation
Or
killed
possibly
them.
on their way moving around, they've noticed shit's gone wrong because it was spreading.
oh, that's a lot of burn marks. I'm just gonna kind of.
I don't think there's any reason to deny that the
Hence why
Airbenders
there's
were
some
wiped
sky
out.
bison still left flying. What was Mona? A lemur?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flying lemurs were still around, and they make a huge comeback since Milo is the beast whisperer.
Well, yeah, but that's the whole
Beastmaster.
point. Is, if we died, the animal. Okay, well, people talk about that. It'd be like, if humanity dies, the Earth isn't gonna care. Well, the way we're gonna kill ourselves is, what is it? We're in like the worst mass extinction of all time right now.
Well, I don't know.
Man-
Maybe the Great Dying was a bit worse.
No, we. Oh no! Good, because you mentioned that, and that scientists are calling our modern era
second great dying.
second great dying, entirely caused by man-made climate change.
But I mean, the Great
Welcome
Dying.
to Earth, new baby.
But I mean,
The next 100 years are gonna be fucking fun for you. You're gonna have to tell that to that baby India.
yeah.
That This is why I
Sea levels will rise 3 feet, and then the albedo of the Earth will get fucked.
Yeah, I am
So-
never gonna have a kid because I can't
Yeah.
bring a kid into global warming.
No.
No, not global warming. I like that. We're gonna rephrase it. It's not global warming. It's not climate change. It's climate apocalypse. And that's not.
So
That's how the UN is.
with the air nomads having to essentially lose most of their cultural ways that identifies them straight as air nomads, like we said, it just kind of got lost in the fray till harmonic convergence. So this huge abundance of spirits and spiritual forces just kind of come around, and then all of a sudden, oh holy shit, we've got new airbenders, and they're probably descendants of the ones that have escaped.
I'm gonna say it's way more likely that they're just descendants of, because airbenders were nomads. They mixed with every culture throughout society, so they're just the descendants of the air nomads, and they're free loving throughout all the kingdoms. You ever
Free
made
love,
before?
man.
So it's like, if Aang had not become the Avatar and had kept on till he was like 16, 17, 18,
He would have fucked his way across the world.
He would have fucked his way across the world, starting with Boomy.
Yeah.
Boomy Aang. Bang.
Yeah.
E3.
E3. Oh man, Bethesda. That's the only conference that I actually watched live, and god damn it was I disappointed.
So
Except
like
for
the year
that
before.
lady doing the what's it called?
Ghostwire.
Ghostwire.
I love her.
Yeah, she's great.
hold on.
So enthusiastic.
Let's
You're doing amazing. Look, you're doing amazing, sweetie.
hold on. Let's for just a moment. Let's recreate that experience of the Bethesda E3 conference.
Please.
Would you like to just
Yeah. Okay, so hi, I'm Todd Howard. No, you should be going. Yeah.
God Howard.
Hi, I'm Todd Howard, and so I know that Fallout
Containment
76.
breach.
Fallout 76. Yeah.
Yeah, Fallout 76 is bad, but there's a year 2 of content, and
Woo! Your content. Woo!
Let
you
me
know what we
find-
got?
let me
You know what
find
we
it.
got? NPCs.
Yeah.
Human,
NPCs
human
in Fallout game.
NPCs.
Human NPCs.
Human NPCs in a Fallout game. Holy shit.
And
Let me find it, let me find
Let me
it.
roll this past. Yeah. Blade is coming to Switch.
Praise be unto you, God Howard.
Oh no, hold on, I'm looking for it.
So, what is
Uh,
behind that? I guess we shouldn't talk about unsubstantiated rumors, but I mean,
It's just a rumor.
it's just a rumor.
Who listens to us anyway?
I
Here we
who
go.
listens?
I had heard.
I had heard.
You didn't hear it from me.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it from me, although I did.
Did you hear it off Reddit?
immediately- I didn't hear it off Reddit. I immediately thought it
Right.
listening to this, and that's, well, those aren't normal audience. Those aren't people who just showed up to the conference.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They're
Found it. Bethesda. Guy in the crowd whose whole family is currently being held hostage in Todd Howard's basement, and the louder he screams, the quicker they'll be set free.
Also might be a possibility.
But there are.
No, they're fucking trashed apparently.
Yeah,
Trash.
and
And not the good kind of
rumors-
trash.
No, the good
rumors
kind,
are
the
that-
bad kind of trash.
Good child of trash?
You know, drunk.
the rumors are that Bethesda was handing out the alcohol,
Oh yeah.
like
Sounds like-
intentionally just drunking these people the fuck up. And what is a better metaphor for the problems going on with Bethesda Game Studios than instead of hiring professional hype men, there are people who do it for a living. They go to crowds and they cheer at appropriate moments because it's like the applause sign.
For a company that blacklists critics permanently, yes.
Yeah, and so it's instead of hiring these people whose job it is to get the crowd to applaud,
You can just get that guy in the corner yelling, yeah, at everything.
just give that guy a bottle of vodka.
Yeah! Yeah!
What could possibly go wrong?
That guy? Yeah! Man, that guy, I tweeted like, man, that guy's having the time of his life.
And I know this because I did that once for a burlesque show in New Orleans.
You
I'm
just
looking
yell,
for it.
yeah!
Yeah, it was my job for like one night. I did it one time to applaud at the appropriate moments to get everyone else to applaud.
Mm.
And to
Like, nobody in the back was really feeling it.
I remember I saw this one lady.
I gotta be honest with you, Todd Howard. I'm not really feeling it, Mr. Todd Howard.
And then he looks at you, everything quiets down. He just looks at you, just stares, and then beams come out of his eyes, and then you get disintegrated.
Okay,
Thus is the power of God, Howard.
Todd Howard is not Bobby
Hold on.
B. I love Robert Baratheon. I
Hold
love
on.
Free Folk.
This was the guy essentially at E3.
Woo!
That's exactly.
No, Elder Scrolls 6. Better like next time, buddy. Yeah.
I told my dad. I said, well, I got the Switch. I'm about to put up Bethesda's conference on the Switch so I can look at the live tweets from my phone. Maybe they'll say something about Elder Scrolls 6. And
Literally, the only live tweets you're getting was from me, literally screeching about.
But then here's the
Todd
thing, though.
Howard.
Most of everybody had to work, so most of everybody was able to watch Bethesda. Other people said I couldn't watch Nintendo.
Yeah, I
was at
couldn't.
work.
Well, because Nintendo's good anyways.
Yeah, Nintendo's
Yeah,
good
I don't
anyways.
need to even
And I was
watch
at work.
any of those trailers because I know they're
I'm
good
gonna get
games.
excited for
They're
something.
good games.
And what Nintendo's is, it's just games. It's games.
Yeah.
It's just games.
It's
We
not
make,
no
we make
fucking
games
mobile
and game
shit.
accessories.
We make things for people to have fun playing.
Do you remember that fucking shit about Oasis at the Bethesda conference?
Oh, God, no.
It's basically what is it, like Google Stadia, but it's like to help fucking Stadia.
Huh.
And it's like, you know that's not gonna fucking work because of our internet the United States' internet structure, right?
I told my dad.
You know that, right?
My
Could
dad
work
says,
with Sam, though.
our internet
It could
speed
work.
should be fine. I said, no, Dad.
No,
our
no.
internet speed is laughable compared to other countries.
I'm surprised that, okay, so what it definitely had to have been, because I was having internet problems randomly, I was having internet problems plugged in with the Ethernet,
Yeah.
plugged into the router, and the router saying it's perfectly 100% fine, the internet did not work.
It's the ghost of ResNet.
The ghost of my
The ghost of ResNet.
No, but what it is,
Ooh.
what it is, because it just turns on and off randomly, it's AT&T throttling.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, you know, Stadia is never gonna fucking work because of the infrastructure that the United States has. It just doesn't work.
And then we're just gonna have to, but it's gonna work in like Japan, and we're
Fix
just gonna
it.
have to sit there and watch Japan stream all their games from space and go, man, I wish we had that.
But it's also it's also the concerns about like game ownerships. Like, do I own these games? No, you
No.
don't.
We don't. Well, no. There was a argument, my brother. There is an argument to be made that yes, you do own the games. It's
That you stream because
okay, not the streaming ones,
That's
but the
what
whole
I'm saying.
the whole license thing.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
You own
Yeah.
a license for the game, not the game itself. Fuck, I'm gonna have to find that. But it was like a lawyer
yeah.
saying like that is one interpretation, but there's a different interpretation that is like like bullshit. You own the game. You own the product.
But not the games you stream.
Not the game you stream.
Yeah, so it's like Google Stadia is basically taking away your ownership of games.
Yes.
And it was like, that's really concerning,
Yep.
and I'm not supporting that. And also, it will fail within a year because of our infrastructure.
What?
Fail
Xbox?
within a year because Google never follows through.
Yeah.
I have
Google Fiber. Where's my Google Fiber, Google?
Well, you know, Georgia
What
State
was Google
University
Fiber supposed to
has perfectly good internet.
Looks at ResNet. Yeah, no, Chief, it doesn't. No, looks at pause.
Looks in ResNet.
No, Chief.
No, tries to open up. Here, I'm going to load up a statistics page saying that it's fine.
Where is it, Becker?
It's coming.
Come on, Becker, where is it?
Hold on.
Come on, buddy.
Hold on. Okay, it's the Wi-Fi on the phone. I'm gonna turn off the Wi-Fi on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
now it's
let's-
back
Oh,
on.
the Wi-Fi.
Oh no, it stopped loading because I took the Wi-Fi off the
Yeah.
phone.
Okay, now it's not connecting back to Wi-Fi. Here, let me use your phone.
Why can't I fucking use my 3DS internet anymore? Like, internet services on my 3DS at State anymore. Why can't I do that? Well, it's a password thing. Like, yeah. But, like, why can't I do it anymore?
But the worst part is that I do miss my ResNet. Because my ResNet was like 50 megabits per second,
As opposed to AT&T's.
as opposed to AT&T's 9 is the most that I can ever get.
Well, then again, like, I
But-
think we might have gotten the best internet in Atlanta before Google Fiber because Comcast was a fuck.
Yeah. There you go.
And well, at least we got better shit than Comcast.
What? Well, I got
Oh.
Comcast at home.
And it's actually okay. It's actually okay.
You know what I wish PlayStation would get better about though?
What?
when you're downloading an
works.
update or any shit, it basically slows to a crawl if you're doing anything else but just letting that thing download.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, my Hulu was playing last night because I let my system run for 3 hours so I can go to sleep, and when I wake up the system and the TV are off. I didn't expect for Final Fantasy 14 to still be in the midst of downloading, not even done, when I came home by 6 o'clock at night. And I started it at 12 in the morning.
So
this is 18 hours later, and it's still trying to finish.
So speaking of Final Fantasy 14, so it's an MMO, and is it like a one purchase thing, or do you still have to keep paying for a subscription?
James,
we're talking about
answer
Final
that.
Fantasy 14 now.
14?
Yeah.
Well, first, when I
Because,
told you I
it's
finally
subscription
got...
based, right?
No, pay to play.
Really? So
Yeah.
it's like ESO now?
Yeah, you purchase it.
For 20, you purchase the base for 20. If
Yeah.
you want to do the other expansions, pay more.
Oh, fuck
That's
yeah,
also
okay.
ESO. And then there's also like a optional like premium subscription where you can pay for
So
like
ESO Plus.
things. Yeah. The fucking. But you know what?
But it is
Hey,
just
oh, yeah, hold
$20.
on.
But you can get the demo for free.
Doesn't require PlayStation Plus. Uses EA servers.
ESO?
No, this.
Oh.
ESO. The biggest problem with ESO is that you have to pay both PlayStation
Yeah.
Plus, and then if you want
That's bullshit.
if you want ESO Plus, another $15 on top of that, $10 a month.
1 year for
Square
ESO
En-
Plus is $130.
Square Enix knows what it's
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, it's $130
Because more or less, Square Enix
a year
actually
just for ESO Plus.
kind of listens to what their players want.
Why can't I just buy all the DLC?
Remember when Morrowind?
Without crowns.
Remember how we were discussing how Morrowind's basically a criticism of capitalist greed? This is what a society looks like when its people are literally inherently greedy. By
Play
their
Morrowind, Ray,
nature,
it's good.
they are backstabbing, lying, treacherous fucks. And it sucks. And then Bethesda bought a game series that was a criticism of American
Capitalism?
imperialism and capitalism.
Okay, let's talk about fucking 76 in this battle royale for a
Hold
second.
on 1 second.
I got so pissed.
1 second, 1 second.
Because there's that one guy who was just like, yeah, battle royales are great. Also, my favorite thing, one of my favorite things, nukes. It's like, no, that's not what that's about, sir.
Hey,
That's
hold
not
on.
what that's about.
We get dragons and
I got
elsewhere now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, where were they
It's not
before?
Okay, apparently, actually, the dragons in ESO are actually more like the dragons are supposed to be in Elder Scrolls,
Yeah.
where they're not big fire-breathing lizards.
They're just
they're
small.
shards of the god of time, able to
Akatosh.
talk reality into existence.
That's what the voice is. Is it called? It's not the voice. It's
The
called
Thum.
the Thum.
Hey,
So.
would you want to play Final Fantasy 14 with us? I
I
mean, there's the
I
free.
mean, the free thing is about to end.
No, it's not.
No.
Final Fantasy 14 is always it's free for like the first 35 levels now.
Really?
Yeah,
That's not bad.
it's
No.
not.
I mean,
And then if
as
you
I
want to
said,
keep playing, it's just $20 once.
I'm not into that much into MMOs, other than I guess ESO. Even then, I don't play ESO that much.
Well, like all we plan to do is just experience the Final Fantasy story.
Mm.
So like, fine.
And if I want to keep playing on my own time,
Yeah.
then yeah. But it makes the MMORPG experience makes it better when you got your buddies
Yeah.
than when you're playing by yourself.
Or just
I know
playing
James
with
and I
my
have
friends.
really made plans, and they never came to fruition on ESO.
Yeah. Well, because we never both have it installed at the same time. Because the fucker's 100 gigabytes.
PS Plus is fucking
Oh.
like, how much is it now? It's a deal now.
$40 until the 17th.
For a year.
And guess what? Well, soon as I looked at it, it said you will be charged next year for $39.99. I said, do I get to keep that?
No.
Maybe.
Doesn't
But
feel
it's just-
like it. Doesn't feel correct.
I don't know. It sounds like, well, you paid for it at this price. I guess you could keep it until you actually disable it.
It's a year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna mention the fucking Google never follows through.
Oh yeah.
It says me as a subscriber of Google Play Music, which increasingly
Kitty.
has just fucked issues.
Really?
Yeah. It's a good music service. It's the only one that just allows you to straight upload songs.
Right.
Uh,
So is it like fucking LimeWire.
Say hi to
No,
the kitty.
but I did, I had a lot of versions of live songs
Yeah.
on there, and then suddenly, one day, Google Play Music started replacing
No,
Studio.
stop.
No. Oh no.
Cookie Clicker has been saved.
Good.
Also, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cat, Cat almost killed it.
Audacity probably also has been saved.
Well, we're not using that right now.
Not
so
yet, yeah.
The worry was that the cat would knock over the phone.
Yeah.
Speaking of cats.
This is our E3 special.
Yeah.
Speaking of cats, not only are you father to your cat Ted, you're an uncle now.
Well, yeah. Well, Big Ted's a grandfather now.
Well, that's just
To
because
a
Ted's
baby.
just big.
To a baby.
Ted's just big and
He's
old.
also old, yes.
So he automatically just became grandpa.
Yeah.
But you're an uncle though.
Yeah.
Because not all cats will do that. Not all cats will have that motherly instinct. And it's
I've
always the
noticed
most
it-
beautiful thing. That,
I've
like, the
noticed
cat's
it
like,
more in.
Baby, mine.
I've noticed it
Baby.
more that female cats really don't give a shit about kittens, but male cats are like,
Oh, yeah.
come here.
Like,
Because they have to have that drive. Because when they don't have it, they're like food.
fucking, like Harrison Ford, baby boy.
Baby boy.
Baby. Evil.
Evil.
I was also me with the Pokemon, right, fucking Wooloo, baby boy, baby.
Have you, so, James,
Wooloo.
Yeah.
there's a corgi Pokemon now named Yamper, and it's got a heart on its butt.
It looks like a
So,
Pikachu.
so it's a corgi.
It looks like a Pikachu tail.
So-
It's definitely gonna probably be normal electric, if not just straight up electric.
No, but to all the Pokemon that have been revealed, baby boy.
Why the fuck
Baby.
did I just lick the
Impidimp
salt
is
off my
so-
phone? What the fuck is wrong with me?
Have you seen
Lots of things.
Impidimp?
What?
Impidimp.
Is that the fucking weird little
The
thing?
pink one.
Yeah.
The hot pink one.
Yeah, I have.
James, let me show you.
Ah, yeah. So,
Speaking of Pokemon, I'm gonna rant about fucking technology for a minute. All right, so they announced Pokemon Home, right? And they were like, oh yeah, you can transfer, your Pokemon from, your 3DS games and from Pokemon Go
Oh shit,
and Let's
it's
Go
a dark
Pikachu and
fairy
Eevee.
type.
Oh, and what was revealed yesterday? Wow, that is a.
It's weird, but I like it.
I like that. It looks like a Part 7 stand.
It looks like a goblin.
Here,
Well,
send that image.
This is Great Britain.
Send that image to me.
Okay.
So, but what was revealed yesterday by the man himself, Junichi Masuda, was, not all your Pokemon can go over, because we had to, like, what is it? What is his excuse? We can't animate all the Pokemon. It's like you already
yes,
did.
you can.
Yeah,
you already
they-
fucking did, dude.
That was the entire point
It's like,
of like Gen
we
7.
made more nuanced animations.
Yeah, Gen 6. Is that Gen 6? They made those
Yeah.
animations and those 3D models in like 4K.
Yeah.
So that they're done for the next 8
Yeah.
years.
And they're like, well, we made more nuanced animations for this one. I was like, so
Yep.
all right. So what you're telling me, Chief?
Yamper is just straight electric.
so
An
it's like,
electric corgi.
so it's like you're telling me, Chief, Mr. Masuda, the guy that's been running the show for fucking 12 years now, since Tajiri left.
I don't know.
He's sort of there. Satoshi Tajiri's sort of there.
He's probably more like a consultant now.
Yeah.
He's
Like-
kind of there, but in the back.
Yeah.
Like how Miyamoto used to just come in and be like, tip, 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 fixed it.
Or Satoru Iwata.
It's just, yeah, Iwata.
Iwata did that.
Rest
yeah.
in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Iwata.
4 years gone.
Fucking-
4 years gone.
Man.
Oh man, Nintendo did poorly this year. I'm gonna take a pay cut. What a beautiful idea.
What a
The man who runs the company
that loves games.
that loves games and takes responsibility for almost as if a leader taking responsibility for the
For his-
failing of its followers.
See, that man was not a manager. He was a leader.
Yes.
Yes.
That's difference.
There's a difference.
I
He's
still
a
miss,
leader.
I still miss Reggie though.
Oh yeah, Reggie.
Although still, of course, game
Doug
developers
Bowser's
are all-
okay.
He's okay.
Doug Bowser's good. I like
Actually,
Doug Bowser.
Bowser did show
Doug
up.
Bowser did show
He
up.
had a tie on. He was ready.
He
He was
was re-
professional. He said, "I'm tired. I'm ready to start working this 9 to 5 so I
He's
can
like,
support
no.
my son."
And he was like, no.
No. What? Bowser
No,
said what?
Different Bowser. Oh.
Oh.
But, no,
I love Bowser.
not yet. We haven't announced the Mario yet.
Bowser was ready to start a job.
Yeah.
Bowser was born for this job.
Yeah, because he's a king.
He
Yeah.
even started talking in his
King
roars. He was talking in his roars. He was ready to address the people.
That's terrible.
Bowser's like one of my
He wasn't
favorites.
even laughing. He was serious about addressing the people.
Like, he's my main in Smash, and I love him.
I want.
He's a dad.
He's a dad. He's a good dad,
He's a
too.
good dad.
He's actually a good dad.
Is he though?
Yes. The Koopa kids aren't his. Like, Bowser Jr. is actually his kid.
With Princess Peach.
Yes.
To be clear, that's not
Basically.
a fucking lie. That's at the end of Super Mario Sunshine. He's clarifying. No, that's true. It's complicated. All right. When you're older, I'll tell you about these things called a one-night stand.
I just... Bowser's such a
All I
good
just
dad.
want is a mother for my son.
Yeah. I just want. He needs a motherly figure in his life. I'm just this big, giant in
single
Super Mario
dad,
Sunshine.
but he does it.
He's
He
single.
does it.
He
Yeah.
he plays games
Role
with
model.
his son.
Yeah.
He uses the parental controls
Oh, yeah.
to make sure his son plays appropriate games.
He covers his son's eyes.
He takes the responsibility to control what's appropriate for his son,
Father's Day is
and
coming
not
up.
the people who make the content.
Father's Day is coming up.
Happy Father's Day, Bowser.
Happy Father's Day, Bowser. We love you. I wish you were my dad.
Yeah, let me show you a picture of Bowser.
That's not
I
a dig
see
against
you.
my real dad, but I wish Bowser was my dad. 'Cause Bowser seems like
This
a cool
was
dad.
Bowser. He was surprised that he had to go.
Oh,
You see the tie.
Yeah. He's
No.
like, oh.
not now.
It's like,
Later.
and then Doug
He's like-
Bowser went on, and he was like, "Yep, I'm Doug Bowser." What a name!
Again, he
What a
was
name
born
for
the
this
role.
Yeah,
So
but like he's not Reggie, but no one can be Reggie
No, it can't be Reggie.
no, because no one's body is as ready.
as Reggie's.
No.
So
We hope you're
It was
enjoying
truly-
retirement, Reggie.
It was truly
You deserve
an
it.
era for the memes.
uh,
It was a wonderful era for the memes.
oh yeah,
Okay, we're talking about Junichi Masuda.
No, I gotta think one more thing.
Okay.
Let's be clear. Even though Iwata, better than pretty much most CEOs, every CEO in America,
Every CEO in America.
still Nintendo's game devs are being exploited. I think they have probably a better time than other game devs,
Yeah.
but it's still exploitation.
That's what they talked
They
about.
still are not receiving the full
That's why
value of their
Animal
labor.
Crossing was delayed, is because of the health of the workers.
Yeah, and that's good.
And I said, I'll gladly wait another 2, 3, 5, 10 years if it means their health is
Yeah.
is in check.
Yeah, George R. Martin. Or no, not him. Fuck.
What's the
Yu Yu
series?
Hakusho.
Yoshihiro Togashi.
Yoshihiro Togashi. Take your time, man. Oda,
Be
take
a-
your break every 3 weeks. Please don't die. We need you to finish this.
Mira, fucking finish it.
Mira, get on it.
Get on it.
Like
but-
Togashi, be a husband and be a father to your kids. We'll wait.
Also, get rid of those fucking ants, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, clean up your room a little bit, probably.
I'm pretty. Hopefully he has, because the man's
Jesus
married
Christ.
now. Hi, Kat.
No, he had been married.
Yeah. She's in the picture somewhere underneath
Yeah.
all that.
Underneath all the trash.
Help. Help.
I'm writing Sailor Moon.
Oh no, she's got her own CEO for that.
But no, to be fair for Mira, Berserk, Dark, have you read Berserk?
No, but I hear a lot
I hear
about
a
it.
lot about it thanks
Yeah.
to Earl, and now Eamon
Yeah.
talks
Dark-
about it.
My
Dark
brother.
as fuck. He talks about it. It's
My
like I
favorite
need
brother.
to not
My
draw
only
Berserk
brother.
Your only brother.
a lot because it's depressing. And it's like if he just powered that through, he'd probably
End it.
yeah.
Could
It's
you
over.
imagine if you had 2 brothers?
It's over for him.
Yeah.
Like
That'd be something
Yeah.
else.
That's something I wouldn't like to anticipate.
so.
Hey James, is it easy the fact that you have to focus only on one sibling than if you had more than one sibling?
Yeah,
I have a
it is.
sibling? Oh shit, I have a sibling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have an older sister.
You have
I know.
an older sibling.
Yeah.
You're
See,
the baby.
I'm the oldest sibling.
You're the baby, James.
It's been so long since that I haven't lived with my sister since she left for college
Well,
when
what's
I was
the
a
age gap?
freshman, 2.5 years.
Well,
Wow,
damn,
I
that's
have a
close
larger
enough.
age gap in.
Yeah, but it was
You.
the way that it happened, the way that it worked out specifically was that I was a freshman in high school when she was a senior in high school,
Yeah.
and so she moved on to college and haven't lived together since.
Barely talked.
Well, like childhood wise, how'd that work?
Like,
I forgot her birthday.
like-
It was last week. I forgot.
If you're listening to this,
we're sorry. I mean, you're not a bad sibling. You're an adult.
I was focused on the rain preventing. I needed the new job.
it's all right.
I was focused on that interview.
I remember
shit.
birthday-
Look, if you send her a text, it'll be fine.
Hey, I remembered
I did.
birthdays to the T, but now I'm starting to forget. I was like, whose birthday? Oh shit.
Like on Facebook, I don't even care anymore.
I don't remember birthdays for fuck.
certain people, I make it a point to say happy birthday.
Yeah, of course.
I knew the 14-week birthday celebrations.
That's
Aren't we,
right.
like,
I have to set up Skylar's.
I was about to say, like, aren't we stealing someone's? Eventually, they're just gonna start overlapping.
They'll have an event every 3 weeks, and then a 2 event, and then we'll have the first double event. And then it's like a fucking it's like fucking Pacific Rim.
Because I have a feeling it's easier when you have only one sibling to focus on than if you had multiple
Oh, yeah.
to worry about.
You're right.
But of course, now she's up in the north.
The North.
Down north.
I mean, not Missouri.
Missouri.
Minnesota.
Oh God, the
Minnesota.
Midwest.
Minnesota's not
Minnesota's
Canada.
Minnesota.
Practically Canada.
It is in the Midwest, but it's like
it's Midwest
Minnesota
Canada.
Vikings.
yeah, but it's essentially Canada.
Yeah.
It's not
Little-
like the rest
it's little-
of the Midwest.
It's little Scandinavia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like Canada's little Scandinavia.
So is Ontario. It's literally Ontario.
Who's Terrio and why are they on him?
Ontario.
Oh, speaking of Ontario, has the Toronto Raptors won yet?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It sounds
Drake,
like
as
they win.
my mom said,
Also-
Drake is about to create a whole album when they win the whole thing.
Speaking of, fuck Golden State.
Fuck Tom Brady.
Fuck Tom Brady. Yeah, fuck Tom Brady.
What's wrong with Golden State?
They keep winning, and I don't like it. They're like the Pats. I'm like, I get it, but come on, stop winning. Give it to somebody else.
Well, yeah, I understand.
Golden State has been winning the NBA
only
championships.
2 years. It's only been 2
It's
years.
been more than that.
For the playoffs? Mom said they've won twice.
I don't know. I don't follow
You know,
NBA
it's the
that
whole-
well.
My mom does. I said, how many playoffs have they won? How many finals have they won? She said, only 2 in a row. I was like, oh, it's just they're starting to become.
I feel like it.
They're starting to become more prominent,
Yeah.
mostly because of the current team
I feel like
makeup
it's
they
been more.
have, and Steph Curry just kind of getting shot into the spotlight.
I mean, you know, it's the whole.
I like professional basketball. I need to follow it more.
You know, you can't.
I do not have a team. The only teams I know of are my mother's team, the Lakers, and because I'm starting to talk to my dad more, I just found out what his
Celtics?
football and basketball teams are, and his basketball team is the Celtics.
I like the Wizards and the Hawks.
The Wizards.
I like Hawks.
I told Dad was playing 2K19. I said, okay, I can see where some of these teams get their names from, like Miami Heat, Orlando Magic,
Seattle
Boston-
Supersonics.
the Boston Celtics.
Hey, how about the Utah Jazz?
How about how y'all shut down my Animorphs discussion before I even got started?
And I said, where does Raptors come in for Toronto?
Because they had a contest back in 1995 or something on a Canadian children's cartoon channel, and that's how they named it. Because I know this from a different podcast because of a different person on a better podcast
Okay,
voted
so that's cute.
because they're Canadians.
Well, that's cute. They let the kids vote. Because I was going to say, their Raptors ain't got nothing to do with Toronto, but at least the rest of the U.S. teams have something about their city is why they're named the way they are.
But speaking of that other cast, the not super cast of Super Beast, obviously we're referring to. Let's not even pretend.
Yeah.
Again, we are also commentators on internet commentary. We are next level. We are okay. So it's like, you know, there's these compilations of pop culture podcast things, and they're dealing with like, so they're second level media, I would say. So it's
First level for me.
no, it's like yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly it. Is that there's their primary sources of anime and manga and the
Video game.
video
My
games.
hobbies.
Animus and
Yeah,
mangoes.
everything that they talk about, and that's their primary consumption. But our primary consumption
Is them.
the people who do the consumption. We are it's
While we also consume
historiography,
the other stuff.
but internet. We do, but I feel like at least I am much more raised and influenced by the consumers and regurgitators of the media than the media itself.
There are trusted sources.
Yes, we are. Again, it's historiography, but historiography is essentially taking secondary sources and using them as the primary sources, studying the history of history.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
So we're the internet of internet.
Yes.
Meta. It's part of this art piece that we call a podcast.
You should have seen us. We were playing Skyrim once, and then we started talking about the historiography of a book in Skyrim.
Of Scrim.
Yeah.
That was great.
Because they were actually talking. Because in the book they were actually talking about historiography.
Yes. And we were
And
talking
how
about
there were like myths and shit. So that's not.
Mhm.
That's a myth. And there's like when they're talking about comparing other books
Yes.
that you can actually read in Skyrim. There were other books.
Oh shit! Isn't this the second to last week for Bento Oreo anime?
yeah. It'll be one
So it's
more.
over next week then.
King Crimson.
Yeah.
Finally.
King Crimson's been. Oh my God, you haven't seen King Crimson. We skipped around those episodes for you because
I know what he does.
no,
King
you
Crimson
don't.
and
Not until you
Epitaph.
see it. Okay. The people didn't understand King Crimson because until like 2015, when JoJo's colored manga came along and retranslated everything, all we had were essentially like barely better than Duang translations.
But Dwayne is the best.
Yeah, Duang is the best.
What a beautiful Dwayne.
Uh,
I am the fucking strong.
This is essentially what King Crimson was like.
I am the
And it's
fucking
every
strong.
time they translated his explanation, they like translated it differently. And I think the problem is that
Panels didn't help.
yeah, the panels didn't help, but when you see it in animation, it is
You
very,
instantly know what it
very
is.
clear. Yeah, it is explicitly clear what he does, and it becomes like, holy fuck, that's broken. And that's the best part about JoJo is holy fuck, that's broken. And there's a place for, there's a place for balanced superhero media because it's, it's nice to consume things where people are on a relatively relatively even playing field with their
Relatively
powers.
evil playing field.
Yes.
Evil. Every villain is lemons.
Speaking of fucking evil, let's talk about this fucking thing again about Pokemon.
Oh right, yeah.
Okay, so they released Pokemon app as Pokemon Home, and they're like, oh yeah,
Pokemon, go home and sleep.
We got that. They're saying you cannot import probably every Pokemon into Gen 9. Is it now?
8.
8. This is a good
nothing,
thing for Gen 8.
Nothing in the Galar Dex. Like
I have
nothing
a
that's not in the
feeling
Galar
they're
Dex.
saying- I have
So
a
maybe
feeling-
90% of all Pokemon get fucked.
But hey, maybe
This is a
they're
good
saying
thing.
not right now can we do it, but we'll let you know
You
as
hope.
we update
But
and patch.
basically what it said was, yeah, this is what it's going to be going on from here. I'm like,
You realize I'm still carrying Pokemon from when I was 10,
yeah.
right?
It's like, so I can't use one of
Even though I never used them after I transferred them,
Yeah,
they
but,
just
like,
they're retired.
It's
Let go of the past.
Like, but
Which
it's
is
like,
what Persona 5 is
it's like-
trying to tell us.
But it's like, oh, the whole moniker has got to catch them all, and it's like, well, I guess I can't catch them all anymore now, can I?
Well,
it's
you-
literally, gotta catch them. Gotta catch some of them.
Okay, it became
Catch a few of them.
Catch a few of them. You can't catch them all. We can catch a few of them.
It became
Maybe-
a really
maybe a
fucking
few
necessary
hundred.
task. Alright, look, this is a good thing because the problem it shuts down Gen 1ers just like Gen 5 did.
I fucking hate Gen 1ers.
Hate Gen
Oh,
1ers
I
because it's
enjoy
people who
5.
you have
Silence Gen 1er.
you have the people who have
Keep
their
talking.
favorite
I'm about to make this meme right now.
who have their favorite
Make it like
Pokemon
Krabby.
and who's
No,
like
no, no,
they have their
Kingler. Silence Gen 1er.
I'll see what I can do.
they have their team, they have their favorite Pokemon, they have the Pokemon that, like, if I could get an Arcanine, I would just always use an Arcanine, and I would always use an Evolution.
Because that's your favorite Pokemon,
Yeah.
James.
But that's not what Pokemon, it forces me to use new Pokemon,
Oh yeah, no.
and that's great. That's a good thing.
I'm not getting mad about that. What I'm getting mad about is like I guess I'm getting mad for other people because it's like the whole reason is literally is to catch them all, right? So it's like so I can't move all my fucking if I have a living dex, I can't fucking move them all over.
Well, but why would all of them live in England?
I think this makes the world. It makes the world. It. Okay, gotta catch 'em all hasn't been the tagline of Pokemon for
there
a
you
long
go.
time now.
It's in the chat.
It became a fucking tagline again for Gen 6 and fucking Gen 7, and then now it's not again.
Yeah, and that's fine because it wasn't for Gen 5.
You're right.
It's
or
just,
Gen 3.
It is just
or Gen 4.
Yeah, it's just like that. It's just a reset, getting us used to the next few steps of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna be, we're moving on.
Show James.
Silence, Gin Water.
I'm using that.
Thank you, King Lord.
King Lord.
That's
a spider crab. Give us a spider crab Pokemon.
Yeah, there's Deepiter and
That's a spider.
Araquanid.
They're spiders, not spider crabs.
Araquanid. King Lord's close enough. We do have the lobster Pokemon. The
Clauncher?
Clauncher, yeah.
That's a lobster?
Yeah, Clauncher?
Yeah. Sea
It
cockroach.
looks like a shrimp.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
you're right.
is a shrimp.
It's a mantis shrimp.
Yeah.
We got what the fuck is it called?
We can't use corefish.
What's
They're
Crabominable's previous evolution?
crab brawler. They're
Crab
they're coconut crabs.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Corefish and crawdon don't count.
Because they're crawfish.
We have
Exactly.
too many crab Pokemon. We have too many fox and dog